up, Indians? Welcome to our special Wednesday edition of Tribe Talk.
We hope that you were excited as we are for the 4-day weekend. First of all, congratulations Ethan Hollowell for being voted September Student of the Month.
And congratulations Ella Mosteller for her performance in the tennis sectionals. Ella won the sectional and stamped her ticket to state. Good luck, Ella.
So many of you might be wondering why we have a 4-day weekend. Well, it's so our parents can meet with our teachers. Parent-teacher conferences are tonight from 5 to 8 and tomorrow from 12 to 8. Now, hopefully you have been taking care of business in the classroom and your teachers will have nothing but wonderful things to say about you. For those of you who slacked off during the first quarter, well, now your parents are going to hear about it and your 4-day weekend might get a little long.
Now, let's take it to Armand and Nicole and see what's happening in the library.
Hello, Ms. Gouda, and welcome to Book Talks with Breezy. We're here with the one and only Mrs. Gover. Hello, Mr. Gover.
Hello.
And today we just came to talk about what the library has to offer. So, first thing I wanted to ask you just, what books do you recommend to a student like me?
So talk to me about a student like you. Do you like to read? Do you not like to read?
I typically do not like to read. I don't know, I feel like I've strayed farther from books. So, what would you recommend to get me back into reading?
All right, so I see that happening a lot. Like in high school, you have to read so many books for classes, so you kind of fall out of a little bit of that love of reading. So to kind of get past that, first of all, it's kind of fun to read like just shorter books so you can feel like you're accomplishing something, or maybe reading a book that has been made into a movie since you kind of already know what's happened. Or I can suggest the realistic fiction section. It's just stories that are about real life, and I feel like that's just a really popular section. I might also suggest something like this. This is a new book. This is Parkland Speaks, and it's set up with more of like diaries, notes, text messages, emails, things like that, and it's about the Parkland shooting. So real life, but in a different format, so it's not necessarily like a chapter thing. And then some of our other genres that are really popular for people who don't like to read are like action adventure, sports books, things like that. Something that kind of keeps the pages turning.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds about great. Sounds great. Now switching topics, what is like the hottest series that people like to read?
I wish I could show you a copy of it, but they're always checked out. So the Arc of a Scythe series, it's Scythe and then Thunderhead, and then the third book is coming out November 2nd. They are working on making a movie out of the first one. It is a dystopian book, and it's set in a future where humans have like defeated death and everything, but there has to be some type of population control still. So there is this job called a scythe, and you meet two teenage apprentices who are scythes, and they have to essentially kill people for a living to try to control the population. So, and there's all kinds of fighting within the scythedom, so it's really an awesome book. People who normally don't read a lot of dystopian or read a lot, I've suggested it to it and they love it. I have multiple copies in here, cannot keep it on the shelves, and I'm actually trying to get a Skype session with the author before the release of the third book. So that is super popular. And then like some of our fantasy retellings, like Dorothy Must Die, are very popular as well. And then I Am Number 4. I'm sure most of you guys like saw the movie when it came out, but I've got the whole book series here. So.
Thanks, guys. That was some really great advice. I'm more of a horror girl myself.
Horror? Ugh, I'm more of a romantic type. Picture retake day is November 6th. Attention seniors, senior pictures for the yearbook are due to Mr. Eddie Friday, November 1st.
Cheer will be holding open gym on Tuesday, October 29th from 2:55 to 5 p.m. for anyone wanting to try out for the winter season. Any questions, please contact Coach Peters. Last week, Lauren and I had the opportunity to ask some of you Halloween trivia. Let's take a look.
What phobia means you have an intense fear of Halloween?
Halloweenophobia.
Spookophobia.
No.
What does it start with?
S.
Scarophobia.
No.
I feel like I know this one.
Samanophobia.
You don't even
Yeah, I knew
pronounce
that.
it.
That was my next guess.
Yeah, let me just know that question.
Okay, and that
According to superstition, if you stare into the mirror at midnight on Halloween, what will you see?
Yourself.
According to superstition, if you stare into a mirror at midnight on Halloween, what will you see?
A ghost. I agree with that.
A witch.
Bloody Mary. I don't know.
No, it was your future husband or wife.
What?
I definitely thought
So, so do I not see anything, I guess?
So if I try that, I'll see my future husband.
Oh, no.
Oh, it took you guys a little bit, a little slow in the brain.
I don't understand.
Okay.
Frankenstein's first name.
Doctor. Isn't it just Frankenstein?
No.
Hans.
Philip.
Victor.
God damn.
Count Dracula is based on a real person from history. What was his name?
I know this, but I don't know his name. It was like, probably like freaking Chester or something. I don't know.
In Child's Play, what is Chucky's real name?
Does he have a real name?
Yes.
I think it's a trick question.
Charles.
Chucky. Oh.
You're right.
What the
Charles
heck?
Lee Ray.
That was
50-50. Is pumpkin a fruit or a vegetable?
Vegetable.
No.
Fruit.
Fruit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mr. Ashman would not be proud.
we
Clearly, some of you need to brush up on your Halloween trivia. Next week is Red Ribbon Week.
Here are some events that MHS will be bringing to you. MHS will be celebrating Red Ribbon Week, October 28th through October 31st. Look for exciting events such as dress-up days and our annual advisory poster contest. The theme this year is Send a Message, Stay Drug-Free.
What is Red Ribbon Week? Red Ribbon Week is an alcohol, tobacco, and other drug and violence prevention awareness campaign observed annually in October in the United States. It began as a tribute to fallen DEA Special Agent Enrique Camarena in 1985. There are pledges made for both youth and parents.
Youth Pledge. I pledge to grow up safe, healthy, and drug-free by understanding the dangers of drug use and abuse, respecting myself and being drug-free, spreading the word to family and friends about the importance of being healthy and drug-free.
Parent Pledge. As parents and citizens, we will talk to our children and the children in our lives about the dangers of drug abuse. We will set clear rules for our children about not using drugs. We will set a good example for our children by not using illegal drugs or medicine without a prescription. We will monitor our children's behavior and enforce appropriate consequences so that our rules are respected. We will encourage family and friends to follow the same guidelines to keep children safe from substance abuse.
The dress-up days are on Monday, My Future's Too Bright for Drugs Neon Day, Tuesday the 29th, Drugs Are Not a Game, Favorite Team Day, Wednesday the 30th, Don't Get Tied Up on Drugs, Tie-Dye Day, Thursday the 31st, Say Boo to Drugs, Costume Day, No Masks. Thank you very much.
Let's take it back to Armand and Nicole for more books with Breezy.
Okay.
All right, well, we all know it's October, and I want to know if you have any spooky season books.
I have lots of really good spooky books. So on my displays, you guys can always come check them out. This is actually a brand new book today, Female Serial Killers. So I want to highlight kind of my true crime section, which a lot of people like. So that's this one. And then In Cold Blood is another true crime story about a family that was massacred in Kansas. Then I have a bunch of books like these. So these are story collections where there are just like smaller, scary stories within each one of these. So Stephen King has some there, and this is one of our new ones. I do have some pretty creepy graphic novels back there too. And I pulled some books that are like hauntings and ghost stories and like pictures of like ghosts captured on film and stuff. So that's kind of cool. We got your good old-fashioned murder stories in my horror section, like 10. This is about some teenagers who get invited to this party on this island, and then they all start getting killed, like one by one. And then, of course, I've got your good old-fashioned haunting stories and psychological thrillers, like This Darkness Mine. That's kind of it. And then, like I said, lots of my displays. You guys can walk around and check out some of the scary, creepy books that I have out there.
All right.
Thank you, Miss Gober.
All right.
we'll look forward to seeing you again on Tribe Talk.
All right. Thank you.
Nice job, guys. I might get in there today after school to check out something to read over the long weekend.
The German students are doing a fundraiser for their summer trip. The event will be at Mosquito Lanes on Saturday, October 26th from 6 to 9 p.m. For $30, you and your partner can bowl for 90 minutes, 6 to 7:30 or 7:30 to 9, Crazy Bowl style. Each frame is a different challenge. If you have any questions or would like to reserve a time slot, see Frau Link. Hey Lauren, did you know the fall play's coming up soon?
No, I didn't. Why don't you give me some details?
You used to really be scared here.
Johnny,
You're still afraid.
stop it now. I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Scuda High School Drama Club will be presenting Night of the Living Dead, 10 Ways to Survive the Zombie Apocalypse. Showtimes are 7 o'clock p.m. Friday, November 1st, and Saturday, November 2nd. The doors will open at 6:30. Tickets are $7 for adults and $5 for students, available at muscuda.lydias.com or at the box office the night of the show. For more information, contact Mr. Erickson.
That's all we have for you today, Indians. We hope you enjoyed this special Wednesday edition of Tribe Talk. Tim and Tannen will be back with all of you on Tuesday for our normal Take 5 Tuesday show. Have a great weekend, everyone. Go Indians!